So if you've gone through life and people have questioned your intelligence or haven't really taken you seriously, and you want to walk into a room and people automatically know that you're smart and worth listening to, then you're in the right place. I'm Salim, I've just finished medical school, and I've spent in total 8 years at university, and I've done a lot of things in my life that people respect. But it wasn't always like this. I know some of my classmates are still surprised at who I've become, because they didn't really expect me to amount to much. I was an underdog, and I want to teach you how to shatter people's expectations too, because you have a lot more potential than you think. So I'll give you 3 strategies that I used to become someone that people automatically think is smart. So the first strategy is to become literate in multiple subjects. And what do I mean by this? You don't need to become an expert in anything, but if you study the basics, you can have conversations with people that know more than you, and that can then help you learn something new with every conversation you have. When you know a little bit about a lot of things, you become a jack of all trades but a master of none. But that makes it possible for you to speak to different types of people about almost anything. Like I've studied Japanese, piano, bodybuilding, tennis, photography, video editing, and so many more things. But it's not like I'm a complete expert in anything. But because I have a good base for most things, people think I'm smart enough to do anything. So if you're interested in something, just learn a bit of it. Spend an evening or a weekend studying a new topic unrelated to the course that you do, and that foundation will mean you are literate in that subject, even if you're not an expert. And then when people see you do your hobby, or you can talk about it in a conversation, people will automatically class you as someone smart. Now for a quick update, I'm working on building an online course and community and would highly appreciate your feedback and input. So check out the links in the description. It would help me out a lot if you would provide some feedback in terms of what you find helpful from my videos and what you feel would help even more as part of a course or community. Thank you in advance, and now back to the video. The next strategy is along the same lines, but using the conversations themselves to make you smarter. So think about this. When you're speaking to someone, you have direct access to a one-to-one tutor in whatever they're knowledgeable in. That's better than any book or course you can do, because they can teach you directly. Even if you haven't got basic knowledge in something, the most efficient way of getting that is to ask someone who knows a lot more about it. So the second strategy to actually become smart is to ask questions. I know this seems counterintuitive, because we're told that to seem smart, you need to be some lecturer or someone that preaches knowledge to a group all the time. But that actually just makes people like you less and doesn't make you seem smart. But paradoxically, asking thoughtful questions as if you're actually trying to learn is only something smart people would do. And doing this also makes the other person feel smart, so they actually like being around you too. If you use everyone around you to become smart, it's like absorbing knowledge directly from them. The irony is you look smarter by asking more questions. And now the final strategy is more of a theme that ties the last two together, and it's about cultivating something in yourself. Whether it's studying some weird niche thing that you're interested in over the weekend, or asking questions when in a social situation, these are all symptoms of one foundational trait. And to become smart like this, you need to build your intellectual curiosity. So don't just think that because you're doing a course, you should only learn about that. All you're going to be is good at that one thing, but that isn't a smart person. A smart person is someone who knows about a wide range of things through their experience and conversations. So don't put yourself into a box, which is something that a lot of medical students do. They just identify as a medic and they only look at medical things. But that just makes you book smart. If you want to be really smart in a way that people notice after they've spoken to you and in a way that they respect you, you need to be curious about everything, and then you learn about everything. Whether it's about ancient history, physics, or even tennis, you don't need to become the world's leading expert. But if you spend some time reading, you go from 0 to 1, and that's an infinite multiplier. So if you get an urge to research something, even if it's not aligned with your actual work, then let yourself read it. Follow your curiosity. Then you will have a general intelligence which will be obvious whenever someone speaks to you. Now I know this video has been about how to become smart, and it's generally about ideas outside of studies, but we can't avoid that we have to study when we don't want to. So if you're tired of working and you think you need more study motivation, I have a video where I explain why study motivation isn't the answer and how you should really work sustainably over time without motivation to study. So click the video to learn more.